So I see a concern coming up on social media that the pro-Palestinian crowd is going to lead to a Donald Trump victory, and what are the implications for Ukraine and other critical policies that are going to arise in a Donald Trump potential presidency. Well, I'm saying that I don't think this pro-Palestinian movement is going to move the needle a whole lot when it comes to votes. And this latest poll out of Generation Lab that surveyed 1,250 college students between May 3rd and May 6th proves that point. When you look at it, the Middle East conflict ranked 9th on the scale of issues that college students are concerned about. In fact, this was behind national security and terrorism, which can be seen as somewhat of the antithesis to the pro-Palestinian movement. This is the crowd that generally will be more concerned about Hamas terrorism and Russia's national security implications across the globe. But neither of these two really matter in the grand scheme. The top three remain healthcare, education funding, and economic fairness, which has a subset of housing. That is a critical issue for many millennials and Gen Zers. And all three of these things are more in Joe Biden's wheelhouse than in Donald Trump's. So when the individual college voter is sitting in the voting booth looking at, do I choose Joe Biden or do I choose Donald Trump, they're going to remember these three things are the most important for them. And then there's also still more important things than the Middle East conflict. But even so, the subset of Middle East conflict concerns, those that are absolutely voting with that issue in mind, will likely remember that it was Donald Trump that moved the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. It was Donald Trump that was also not very friendly to the pro-Palestinian movement and the Palestinians in general. So I don't think they're going to have as short a memory. And when the chips are down and they're looking at Joe Biden and his Middle East policy versus Donald Trump and his Middle East policy, we will likely see more Biden voters, or they just won't vote in that situation. So this is not going to be as big of an issue as people are concerned about. I think that for things like Ukraine, national security, healthcare reform, education funding, economic fairness, those issues are going to be more important, and those all lean towards more of a Joe Biden vote in the college student camp.